Hey guys, before we get into today's episode, I quickly wanted to jump in here and remind you guys about ExpressVPN. Y'all, this is the 100% boredom fix. For all things boredom, ExpressVPN is here for you. We all know that ExpressVPN protects your privacy and security online, right? But here's something you might not know. You can also use ExpressVPN to unlock movies and shows that are only available in other countries. Mind blown, right? It's absolutely insane. I have been binge watching How I Met Your Mother. I told you guys this last time. I'm still working on it. I'm on like season 4 now. And basically, I miss Barney. It used to be here in the States on Netflix and it's not here anymore. So I have been binge watching it. It's been so much fun. It's super simple to do. I just fire up the ExpressVPN app, change my location to UK, and refresh Netflix, and that's it. A ton of shows and movies pop up, and guys, it's enough to get you all the way through summer. But it's not just Netflix. ExpressVPN works with any streaming service: Hulu, BBC, iPlayer, YouTube, you name it. And of course, we think of you guys. If you visit my special link right now at expressvpn.com/advice, you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, guys. Do you hear me? 3 months. That's all of summer. That's all you need. Support the show, watch what you want, and protect yourself with ExpressVPN at expressvpn.com/advice.
What do you want me to do?
Dang, it's too late now.
What was I supposed to say?
Nothing. It's over.
I'm done.
I have nothing to say. Roll intro.
It's so funny. Ashley's just, the cutest human ever. And she's funny. You're funny.
I am.
But like she likes things like scripted, right? Like she'll say something funny, but then be like, oh, like, let me re-say it. Or like set me up for this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whereas like, I'll just like say whatever comes out of my mouth.
In another life, Taryn was an improv comedian.
I am.
And I was a well-versed actress.
What?
Actress. Well-versed actress. I need scripts. I need to be told what to do, what to say, and done. I can do that.
A lot of acting is ad lib, Ash.
A lot of comedic acting. Acting is ad lib.
Are you checking your phone right now?
My phone went off. God, can we restart this? I can't with Taryn. Roll the freaking intro. Hello, everyone.
I'm dead.
Taryn pulled it back. I brought it back together.
We always like prank or tease Ash, and she's always like, why does everyone tease me? But it's because it's so easy.
It's always me.
I get teased a lot.
I was raised to be teased. And
Yeah,
I've gotten pretty good at it, but every once in a while I'm just like, I'm done. I quit.
Are you done right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, shoot. Is that your subtle way of being like, we are in a fight?
I came home the other day after a very long day, and for whatever reason, call it the like June gloom or the depression that is slowly coming over my body. But slowly. I have been exhausted lately, like exhausted, like middle of the day. I need to sit down, lay down. I have no drive to do anything.
I've noticed that.
It's been really bad. And the other day I come home and I walk into my bathroom because TK says Alicia needs a video clip. She insists. It's like 5:00. I'm tired. I went for like a hike that day, and that was as much physical activity as I've had all of quarantine, like the most.
It's like a different type. Like you've ran or done like cycling and stuff like that at the house.
Which lasts like an hour.
But hiking is like, you're exhausted.
And it lasts like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's in like the hot sun. Mm-hmm. So it was just, I was really tired. And TK like insists that I need to put on a good face and film a clip for Alicia's video, which I always do.
Yeah.
I always do.
It's part of the living at this house.
It's part of, if you live here, that's how you pay rent.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I was like, fine. So I go upstairs. I smile. I like pull it together and she's asking me for like my absolute favorite beauty product. And I was like, okay. And then I look down and I see my favorite vitamin E oil. And I was like, okay, I'll do this. And the look on her face was so bothered. And I remember being like, shoot, should I have picked a different one?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is one of my favorites. Like, I'm going to talk about it. She insists that I show one of my other favorites, which is a Sunday Riley product. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could show you. I open up my medicine cabinet and guys, my roommates stuck little beady move around eyes.
Googly eyes.
Okay, googly eyes on every product in my medicine cabinet. 2 under the lid of my toilet, 2 on my plant leaf, 2
size.
on my pot. The toilet ones were huge. And the way they were angled was kind of sideways and looking down, like they're clearly looking at what I did.
They're wonky.
And then all my medicine cabinet, each product, I'm talking at least like 30 products had eyes on them. And apparently I didn't have a great reaction.
Me and Alicia snuck in because we all had this planned, right? Like down to like, okay, we'll get her to go in. We'll have the camera there because we'll say we're doing a clip so we can get her reaction on camera. And so me and Alicia were like quietly like ear pressed against the door listening. And we were dying when she first started showing. I was like, dude, all her products are in here, so she'll for sure go straight for this. And then she starts talking forever about this like oil and blah, blah, blah. And here's my routine. And I was like, shoot, we missed one. Like one was out. So then TK, like, yeah, she gets her to open it. And then the first thing you said is, did Taryn do this? I was like, excuse me.
Because I could see you taking all of that time to do that. I can't see Alicia and TK doing that.
Which was funny because it was them and they pulled me in after.
It's
like
hilarious.
I was like, oh, I'll help, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll post a picture of it because it literally is the funniest thing. Are they still on there?
Yeah, they're still on.
Okay,
I took a story. I can repost it.
Good.
So we'll definitely show you guys. In other news, this was a couple weeks ago. I was in Alicia's closet for something, and I think I was setting up for us to record or something like that. And I swear I heard movement.
Oh.
And it sounded like a mouse.
Yes.
Like little pitter patter.
Yeah.
Within the walls. And I swore up and down I heard it. I kept like jumping and like making noise, and it sounded like I was scaring it.
Yeah.
Because I would go boom, like I'd step on the floor and it would go that kind of thing.
Thank you for that in-depth.
They need to know. They need to understand what we're talking about. I freak out because we 100% have mice or something. And I tell Taryn to come in. Taryn and I end up on all fours next to the wall with our ears down, listening to the wall. And we swear we have mice. And do you want to explain Alicia's reaction when we told her?
I mean, just picture the most exaggerated response you can ever imagine.
A very loud scream.
Yeah. She basically, as Ashley was saying the sentence, and Ashley was like tiptoeing into it. We knew she'd freak. We knew she'd freak. Yeah.
I didn't want to tell her.
Well, especially because where we heard him was in her closet. So it was like,
yeah.
And so Ashley like barely got the words, like not even fully out. And Alicia let out like a blood curdling, like I just witnessed.
As if I was like holding a mouse by the tail in front of her face, kind of scream.
No, not even a mouse, like a dead, decapitated head.
That's what it sounded like.
Literally, it was the most like ear piercing scream. And it was so like, it caught Ash off guard. It made me jump.
Yeah. And you were across the room.
Yeah. And Ash was just like, calm down. You were like all annoyed.
Calm down. And like, I'm telling her, cause this is, if you guys don't know, this is Alicia's house and we all
just live here
for our rooms here. And so I was like, well, she needs to deal with this. I need to tell her. So she freaks out, of course. And, so long story short, the mouse guy finally comes today. We had an insect guy come who said he didn't see anything, but he's just the insect guy. We were like, no, we need like an actual rodent person.
Yeah.
He came this morning and said we have 0 mice.
Yeah. He investigated and there was nothing.
And I told him, I was like, hey, I heard it in my sister's closet. I need you to go up in the attic. Don't just peek around. I need you to get up in the attic and walk towards her closet.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. I'm upstairs while he crawls up there, and then I hear him walking around, and he comes downstairs and says, no mice.
There's no sign. Not even no mice, like no signs that anything ever.
And apparently, if you have mice in your house, your attic, your basement, whatever, there would be poop everywhere. Everyone says it's very obvious if you have it because there's nesting, things are eaten, and there's poop everywhere. So all of this makes me question, what the hell did we hear?
I still think they're one tiny little guy maybe was like, cool, I found a home, fell into the wall, and we heard his last days. That's what I feel. But again, I have no idea.
Yeah. So
there also could have just been some rattling.
There's either something living in the wall, or we're haunted, or,
just in a little closet wall. That's it.
Only in Alicia's closet. But yeah, not entirely sure what that was. I don't know if anyone else has experienced something like that before, but
I'm sure.
The rodent guy said no.
It's weird when you I never had to worry about any house things because the only other house I've lived in is with my parents.
Right.
So it's like, you don't even stuff like that. It's like, what do we do? You know what I mean? It's weird to.
I love living here.
Yeah.
I love it so much, but it makes me miss apartment life because all of this stuff was just taken care of.
Yeah. You just call her up.
Yeah. And I do love it here. But these last 3 years, I never realized how much work actually goes into a home.
No, it's intense.
It's exhausting.
Total side note though. I was laying in my bed when I heard the guy coming up.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever I know he can't see me, but I was immediately just pulled my covers up and was like, there's a man in the house,
Well, he was working right outside your door.
Oh, right outside my door.
Yeah.
But it's funny how you always or even sometimes I'll hear gardeners outside my door and I'm instantly just ready to attack. And I'm like, they're not even in your house.
It's funny because I sent out a group text to all the roomies and was like, hey,
that's what I'm saying. It's he can't see me, but I'm already pull the covers up. And it's there's a wall between you, Terry.
Yeah,
chill
he's
out.
not going to open. I mean, he shouldn't open the door if he did.
That would be my luck.
Goodbye.
Him, walking.
Be the review I would send. The email that would go out.
I will destroy you on Yelp.
Yelp is powerful.
You're a big Yelp.
I'm a big
fan.
Yelp girl.
I'm not.
That's how you find all the hot restaurants.
I miss going to restaurants.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So today feels like we got coffee. It's kind of gloomy.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I feel
it looks like it's 8 o'clock in the morning outside.
Yeah, it does feel early, and it's definitely not early. What time is it?
Noon.
Yeah, it's 12:30. I feel, I don't know about you, but I definitely feel like I'm in the wave of I'm not depressed, but I'm sluggish. Kind of like what you were saying. I just feel tired and unmotivated, which I mean is a sign of depression, but I don't feel sad. I just feel completely content with laying in my bed and watching TV all day.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to break out of that and be more productive.
Uh-huh.
So it felt good to be no, we have to record today.
Yeah.
But I still feel slow. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people are experiencing this on different levels. And I think what's really interesting is I think most of it is a bit like a little sliver of depression because of what we're going through this year, whether you're going through more stuff on the side or not, just what's happened alone this year is so heavy.
Yeah.
And so I think this is something we're all kind of dealing with on different levels.
Yeah. And I do have, and I'm sure it's my to nature. But the more that I read about just stuff going on in the world and the Black Lives Matter movement and, all the different politics stuff coming out, COVID things, all these theories about a next wave and all this different stuff. I have the type of personality where my empathy is to the roof, which is why I can literally look out the window and someone can cry and I can't even hear what they're talking about, but I'll cry. I get very overwhelmed by stuff, which is why sometimes I can't handle watching the news or I can't handle certain things. and I want to fix it. And when I can't fix something, that is like my version of torture, right? Yeah. So even like when the first time I went to Africa, I had a really hard time because you see all these conditions and these like heartbreaking things and you want to fix it. But I'm like, there's no way that I can solve the problem of poverty. Yeah. Like there's no way, you know what I mean?
Possible. Yeah.
So it's been a really, I think I've been weighing a lot of it really heavy because I'm seeing and hearing all these people talk about hurt and obviously clinging to like the great things that are coming from it. But it's like, I think that's why I just feel like emotionally drained. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, and I think it's cool. It's interesting that we're all, I think, going kind of through it together. So yeah.
Anywho, you know, one of the many waves, be gentle with yourselves, whatever you're feeling, expect it to change day to day. We're just using this platform as our own therapy.
We're talking to ourselves right now.
Yes, we are. And Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. So as you guys know, we have a Tearing It Up segment. If you don't know what the Tearing It Up segment is, this is when we kind of like break everything up with a little like happy, funny, awkward, embarrassing story. We called it Tearing It Up because Taryn experiences lots of these.
Because Taryn is happy, awkward, embarrassing.
And we shared some of her stories in the beginning of this podcast. You guys loved them. And so we made a segment. So if you have any funny, embarrassing, awkward stories, please send them in and title them Tearing It Up and it'll go in the segment. So we have a funny one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Naturally. And let's get into it. Her name is Penny.
Oh, cute.
Hey,
I have a friend named Penny.
Penny, isn't that from like The Rescuers?
There is a character Penny, and then Big Bang Theory. It's not like a very popular, like you don't hear it a lot, I feel like.
Okay, here she goes. She writes, about a week ago, our septic was messing up. If you guys don't know what a septic is, it's a plumbing issue.
Well, my parents have a septic tank.
Tell us, explain.
Oh, dear God. I don't know a lot about it, but basically, like, it's not like your plumbing system is attached to just like the city's, like just regular plumbing. You have a tank, like a giant tank. So if you use too much water or things like that, like your tank will fill and then you have to pay a ton of money to get it emptied. And it's like, it's just it's a beast. Like we grew up having to take showers where like there was a knob on the shower. So like you would turn the water on, get your hair wet, turn it off, shampoo, then turn it on to rinse.
I had one of those. Yeah,
which I always like hated. That's like one of the things I loved when I moved out. I would just sit in the shower just for fun. Just for fun. So yeah, it requires a lot of care. And when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Yeah. Okay. So with that background, we'll start again. About a week ago, our septic was messing up. My dad thought that there were branches breaking into our septic pipes, so he asked my neighbor, who's a plumber, to come and help him dig it up. He told us not to use the restroom or water of any of that kind of stuff. I totally understand and stayed in my lane. I had eaten something that just wasn't good, and I went to the toilet and I went number 2. I came out and told my mom, oh my gosh, I think I ate something bad, but I was interrupted by my dad coming inside. He said, did someone just use the toilet? And in that moment, I realized I did.
Oh, she flushed?
I guess so.
Oh, dear God.
My mom looked at me and said, you just pooped all over the neighbor. I didn't know what to say. I was so embarrassed. I ended up making snickerdoodles in the next few days and decided to take some to him. I went up to him and said, sorry for pooping all over you. And I could tell he was surprised that I was owning up to it. This was just 2 weeks ago, but this has been the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Imagine. Like, I get it. 'Cause like, if you eat something bad, it's not a hold it situation. You clearly have to go to the bathroom. You have no other options. The best thing to do is not flush.
Well, yeah,
she clearly flushed.
Well, usually when you have one of those bathroom incidents, you're trying to like get rid of the evidence as soon as possible.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
Ash, you picked this story.
I picked this story because it's hilarious.
Are you changing?
I think I'm facing my fears. You know,
Yeah.
this world is not good right now. So I need to start chipping away at these little ones that are manageable.
So can I talk to you about bathroom stuff now?
No.
Okay, well.
No, this was on my own terms. You just
What about
throw stuff
me?
at me that I'm not ready for. Taryn is constantly trying to use potty humor in my presence, and she knows that I can't handle it. She knows. She does it intentionally.
I can't wait. Like, like when you start dating someone and like you're trying to be all like, oh, I'm cute and I'm like a lady and blah, blah, blah. And then like you get more comfortable and your true self comes out.
Yes.
It's always so funny. Like the first time, like I'll say something and a guy always will like turn and look at me like, you did not just say that, but they love it.
Because guys love potty humor.
They do. And they're always shocked when it comes from a girl.
A girl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just how me and my brothers are. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised.
I'm not. I just thought by this point in our friendship, you would get it.
I'm always trying to challenge you.
No.
Grow.
No.
Grow.
So I know you guys are probably like me. Well, I know you're like me and just stuck at home right now. And I have been binging so many shows, but there's been times now where I'm just scrolling and scrolling because I'm like, I've pretty much watched everything. And that's why I'm so pumped to tell you about ExpressVPN. What is it, you might ask? I will tell you, like I just said. It basically protects your privacy and security online, but there's something you might not know about it. You can also use it to unlock movies and shows that are only available in other countries. So for instance, basically they hide your IP address and let you control where you want sites to think you're located. You can choose from almost 100 different countries. So like just imagine all of the shows that could be unlocked for you. For instance, I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who, which is UK Netflix. So yeah, it's literally like magic. Not only can you use Netflix, but it also works with any streaming service such as like Hulu, YouTube, BBC iPlayer, you name it. Also, it's compatible with pretty much any device. You can use it with phones, media consoles, smart TVs, and more. So if you guys are bored and you would like to just, watch all the entertainment your little eyeballs can handle, visit our special link right now at expressvpn.com/advice. You can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for freaking free. Support the show, watch what you want, and protect yourself with ExpressVPN at expressvpn.com/advice.
Hey guys, we just wanted to take a second to just say thank you for being a part of our little Unsolicited Advice family.
We love you guys so much, and it would mean so much to us if you would rate, review, subscribe, and share our podcast. Spread the word, spread the love.
Yes.
Give advice to everyone. Advice for you, advice for your mom, advice
Change
for
the
your
world.
friends. Change the world. Help us get the word out there. And that would mean so much to us. And back to the show.